Hey everybody, it's Ashley Needles, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why I became an erotic author. So there's this book called Ghost by Piers Anthony. I tore the cover the other day when I was getting out of my car because it slipped behind the seatbelt thing. Anyway, oops. Okay, so there's this part that says, this woman was also in the service. She knew the manual, therefore she would oblige him sexually without qualm if he asked. This was published in 1986, and it talks about how these women have to have sex with guys in order to keep their jobs, but prostitution is unconstitutional, which I think is ridiculous because that is rape. What he just described is rape. So rape is constitutional, but prostitution isn't in this world that he devised. And this isn't the only book like this. That has nothing to do with the plot line of the story. The story is about this ship that goes out into space of the nether regions. It has nothing to do with the plot line. It doesn't emphasize the plot line. It's just something Piers Anthony put in there because he's a sexist pig, I guess. I don't know. I really loved his Xanth series. I read his Mode series, I think is what it was. And I read these when I was a teenager, and I didn't realize how sexist they were, maybe, but I don't know. So I loved Piers Anthony. I picked up this book, and now when I'm analyzing things and being like, is this good or whatever, and I'm seeing more of what's healthy psychology and what's unhealthy psychology, I'm realizing what's rape and what isn't, and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. And it's just nasty. And so I think we need more people out there writing about how hot and sexy consent is and how it's okay for women to really like sex. Because right now, books are written to where if the girl's not saying no and the guy's basically raping her, she's just not good enough. There's this book called The Innocent where this girl likes sex, and so this guy treats her like shit because of it. And there's this other girl who's, so pure and whatever and won't have sex till she's married and only has sex with her husband or whatever. And so he treats her respectfully because she doesn't like sex. And then it talks about how everybody gets their comeuppance in the end, and the girl who likes sex ends up dead, and the guy who rapes her, beats her, tortures her, and commits all these murders, he ends up being a saint in the end. Kind of makes you go, huh, okay. So I have some issues that I am working through, I guess, as far as our society and our culture go, because, I mean, if you look at the movies from the 1960s, 1940s even, 1960s, 1940s, there's rape situations, and the women fall in love with their rapists. I mean, even the song Baby It's Cold Outside is a rape scenario, and it's still played on the radio. We need to learn that no means no in our society. When women say no means no, it means no. Same with guys. And it's funny because they do these social experiments where if a guy attacks a girl, people stand up for the girl, but if a girl attacks a guy, people just laugh. And that's wrong too. So, but I write consent-based erotica. My first title is out. It's Falling Moon, part 1, and then I'm about to release part 2. I'm really nervous. I have a lot of improving that I've had to do, a lot of growth as a writer. Hopefully part 2 is better, but sometimes I just look at it and I'm like, ugh, ugh. I don't know. I really want to be a good author. I really want to be brilliant and amazing. I was listening to The Inklings today, which is about C.S. Lewis and these 4 other authors, J.R.R. Tolkien and Brewer or whatever. Anyway, and they spread Christianity through fiction and fantasy into Europe, and that's pretty amazing. That we can take our power of creativity and change the world. So I would like to just make it to where more and more people with this video are writing erotica that is consent-based, because that'd be cool if I could just do that much. I don't know. I'm wearing no makeup today, and so I'm covering my face, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Bye.